All right, so we finally got the car out. Actually, we ran into some problems. It was idling fine until they tried to back it out, and then it kept on cutting out. It was when we were testing the electronics. Ultimately, we couldn't get it started anymore, so we just ended up pushing it out. That way, I can at least finish the exterior inspection of it, and then go through the interior and the trunk compartment, and then we'll see if they get it running again. Then that's another conversation we'll need to have. But I mean, it's a clean car. But yeah, but I definitely found some flaws in it. But let's go ahead and just start here in the beginning. So yeah, initially the headlamp covers weren't even going up, and then finally they worked. Chrome is in decent shape. Okay, here, good. The grill here has a crack. You can see where they glued it right there. And then it's like inside here. So other than that, it was okay. The lines here, I always like to look at it once I have it on the computer. But I mean, it's less than perfect. But moving on here, yeah. So so the gap is definitely wider here on the left side. Okay, all right. The rubber here just kind of scrunched up here. And here's a little side view of it. Okay, here I've got another blemish right there, and you can see this, just the attention to detail. Could have used a little bit more. I think one of the technicians came out and he said they didn't do the build on this. They bought it this way from another company, and they said they know who the builder is. So if that's something that you're interested, you may want to ask Gil. Okay, looking at the rims, they look like they're in good shape. Their tires look decent. I looked at the DOT numbers on this. This one was on, looks like 2013. So tires still have some years on them, but they are getting older. Okay, here you can see where it's just slightly lifted. Going here. Oh, and then the windshield wipers. If I lift them up like this, I have to be careful. Right now I can't even lift them, but so you can see where they're kind of cocked to the left. So I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. Same with the other side. Now I've already got the badge or the VIN plate already. Dash looks like it's in good shape here from this angle. Okay. Here on the top, I always like to run my hand against it and make sure I don't hear any crunching noises. Right. Okay. Nameplate looks like it's in good shape. Here you can see the finish work. Again, needed more attention to detail. It's lifted here, and then back here, I need a little bit more work. Glass, I see like a little blemish here. Maybe it's from the inside, but I'll double check it. And see any delamination. Bright works in decent shape. Mirror was good and secured. Okay. Moving on here. Okay. Same with the back tire. Same DOT number. All right. Here, just like a little chip. Looks like it was in good shape. Back window. Looked good. I didn't see any delamination either. And panels look pretty good. I haven't opened up the trunk yet. Here in the back, I always like to give it the old finger test here. About to my knuckle there, and just a little bit tighter. I'm about to see it better once I have the pictures, because I have grid lines that I use as reference points, but I'll make sure to note that on the report. All right, I took you know what, I forgot to give you the paint meter readings. So paint meter readings, I took a bunch of pictures already. 7.5, 19, 19.7. When we get those readings, that's just an indication of possible body filler. As far as how much, the meter doesn't tell me that, but it does have some. You'll have pictures of all the readings. Okay, glass again, decent shape. Right here, just doesn't look finished right. Okay, and same thing with this windshield wiper, which I'm not going to mess with. All right. Okay, that's it, and then. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward here and the top view. I've had the engine idling for a couple of minutes now. Let's just take a quick look at the gauges. Looks like the clock is working. Okay, out mileage is 55,947. Fuel is quarter tank. Temperature, we're not getting a reading yet. I just started like a couple minutes ago, and oil pressure is just what's that, around 28 pounds there. Okay, so let me close the door here, and let's just take a look at the exhaust. I actually saw the the gentleman when he moved the car. When he first started it, it fires right up, first click. Didn't see any exhaust or smoke, I should say, coming out of the tailpipe. So far, so good. We're going to the engine bay area. Pretty solid. Looking at the pulleys there, don't see any obvious wobbling there. I've already got the body tag number there. And it's brake reservoir, I can't check it through it. Typically, it's just a quick release, I can do it. But when I start taking things apart, I just kind of leave it alone. Obviously, I got the numbers there off the also check the oil. It looks really good. Didn't see any of the numbers here at the radiator support. And let's check the fluid here before it gets too hot. But I can check for bubbling, and it's already warming up already, and it's recirculating. That's good. Here's the top view. And let's just take a quick look here up front. I don't remember if I got these pictures or not, so just put in the video real fast. Alright. Another view of the pulleys. Notice that some work done here, and then saw that little number stamped out there, so I don't know if the camera will pick that up or not. And I've got all four angles of the carburetor, so I should have to come up on the picture there. And the hinges support the weight of the hood. Snapped up real nice, good insulation pad. Check for a blow by here. Okay. Looks good. And there's the inner workings going on there. Good. And looks like we have possibly a ground wire here just loose. Doesn't have a home. Alright, we'll go ahead and shut her down and move on with the inspection. Well, let's take a look at the temperature, see if it's moved at all. If not, I'll do a quick gauge reading. Alright, so temperature's still pegged there at the bottom here. So let's just do a digital meter reading here. Stand by. Put my bag of tricks here. Let's see where we're at here. So we're at 120, fluctuating 123, somewhere around there. Alright. So I'll be sure to check it on the road test. See what it gets. So I've been road testing the vehicle, did one lap, we're going to do a second one. Going into first gear, the clutch has got a good engagement. Nice and firm. I didn't feel any slipping going through the gears on second gear. What am I going to say here? Don't hear any gear noise. Did notice that the odometer is not working, and or the speedometer. And I'll check the odometer. Fuel gauge is on empty. Temperature is not reading again, but I think we're getting a reading earlier. But the oil pressure is working now. So going into third. Just a little bit of pinging, but we don't know how old the gas is. I'm sure it stands around for a while. Yeah. Let me just try that again here. Downshifting into second. And when I apply the brakes, it doesn't pull to the left or the right, so that's solid. I'll let my hands off the steering wheel and see if it drives straight. Pretty good. But then again, the road is it's down to the right, so but it's not pulling. Good acceleration. And I'll step on the brakes, put my hands off here, and good. So stopping good. I'm just gonna go ahead and shut down the video now. Again, temperature gauge is not working. We're reading about 18 pounds of oil pressure. The alternator is reading at 0. I'm not going to test the wipers. Horn, I think that was working before, but there it goes. Horn works, and the clock is working. And the radio, I checked that as well. And the blower fan's working.